Confidence isn't vanity, it's fuel. A feeling comes and goes, but fuel is what gets you where you need to be. You can wake up feeling like not driving, not in the mood. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like getting behind the wheel. But if you have somewhere you need to go and you have gas in your car, you'll make it. If you wake up with no gas in your car and somewhere to be, it doesn't matter how motivated you are, you won't get far. Think about confidence like that. It's the gas. It's not a feeling, but it's a focus that you feed daily. For me, one of the ways I've been feeding my focus is simple beauty systems. Not necessarily to impress anyone, but to feed my confidence, to support my energy, and to support my focus as an entrepreneur and as a mom. Let's talk about why moms downplay beauty. It's like moms look at beauty and pouring into yourself as something vain. And I think we just get caught up in the hustle and bustle of taking care of everybody else around us, that it starts to feel like a task to pour into ourselves. So we think we're preserving energy by not putting focus or energy into vanity. But that's when you think of beauty as an indulgence instead of as a productivity system. It actually drains you of energy to not pour into yourself. And when you're not doing it for views and likes, it becomes easier to do. And it stops feeling like a task and it starts to feel like a necessity. Self-care isn't about being seen. It's about being supported. And support starts with you. Like, if we don't support ourselves first in whatever way we can, in whatever season we're in, then we can't expect anybody else to. There was a season of my life where my confidence was visibly stripped from me. And I couldn't rely on my outer appearance to get me going. I had to rebuild my confidence from the ground up, y'all. I'm talking about a traumatic hair experience. It's not funny. It wasn't funny then. I can kind of laugh about it now. Thinking about it now, it gives me strength. But y'all, my hair fell out. I had been getting relaxers since I was a kid, since I was like 6 years old. It was the summer of 2012. I remember it like it was yesterday. I hadn't had a relaxer all year. I had colored my hair with some box color earlier this year. And that summer, I was going to Florida. So I wanted my hair to be silky, blowing in the wind, straight. I didn't want to have to worry about humidity and it poofing up, whatever. So I decided to put this relaxer in my hair. Mind you, my hair was dry. It was broken off from this box color. And I hadn't had a relaxer in months, usually, I don't even remember for real, but I think I was getting relaxers like every 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. Every month and a half, 2 months. Sound about right. But this was like 6-7 months. I hadn't done it. So I did it. I don't know if the box relaxer was old. I don't know if it was a sign from God to leave the creamy crack alone. But y'all, my hair literally was falling out in plugs. Talk about devastation. I tried to preserve what I could. It was coming out in plugs. When I say plugs, I mean like plugs. It was like melting off. The hair was just coming out. I tried to preserve it, went to my stylist. She cut it into a Dora the Explorer bob. I hated it. I had to go on my trip like that. And then a month later, the elasticity was still gone from my hair. So when she went to wash it, it was still coming out every time. So we had to just go ahead and cut it all the way off into a clipper cut. I'm gonna see if I can post a picture in here so you could see how drastic it was. But my confidence was shattered when I tell you, okay? And that season taught me that confidence is so much deeper than your outer appearance. This was something, my hair was something that I had been able to depend on my whole life for confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody had the story of their hair falling out when their mama permed it when they was a kid. I was the one that didn't have that testimony. Okay. I thought I was special or something. And then it was like in a blink of an eye, it was all gone. That's when I learned that confidence is not just something that comes just fly by night. It's not something that just comes on its own. You have to systemize it. You have to make it a priority. Long story short, I ended up growing my hair back. As it was growing back, I wore sew-ins. And I did that for like a year. And my hair ended up growing back enough to where I felt confident and comfortable enough to wear it out. I had a really healthy bob. I want to say it came to a little bit longer than maybe like my ear all around. And that's when I started to wear it out. But that was a season where I had to rebuild myself. And it was such a pivotal moment because it was in my early 20s. So it was like this transition from like adolescence to adulthood. It was like a rites of passage. almost. I hated it though. I was walking around with the soccer mom starter pack haircut. Y'all know, remember that meme that was going around? Whatever. I hated it. It wasn't for me. And I love short hair on other women, but I hated it on myself. I got a peanut head. I looked like an alien from the side. It just wasn't my stilo. But yeah, that taught me a lot about confidence. That season did. It taught me a lot about confidence. It taught me a lot about being intentional. It's about sustaining confidence. I think that's where the connection between me and the beauty industry really took off. Even though I didn't start doing hair at that time in my life, that was an experience that I carried with me throughout my career as a hairstylist. And I was able to speak to women and encourage them when maybe their hair wasn't at the length that they wanted it to be, or just not seeing the results hair wise that, they wanted. I was able to encourage women from that place because I had personally gone through a time where I felt naked. I felt like a naked mole rat. But God. So I have implemented simple hair routines that minimize decision making. Like, it simplifies my decision making on a daily basis. My silk press routine is my go-to. Like, I can't lose. Even though I said I was tired of wearing my hair bone straight, now that I have my heatless curler, it's doing a little something. I've been doing it each night, and I'm pleased. But it has cut my time down for getting ready in the morning. And when it's easy to do something, we're more prone to do it. Like, if it comes with a daunting feeling behind it, like, it's so time consuming, I have to get myself ready, get the kids ready, you're going to probably cut yourself out or cut your routine down. But if you have a system in place that makes it easier, it's like no excuse to not do it. Start looking at grooming as mental clarity. When I look good, I feel good. And when I feel good, it's like a signal to my brain that I can do this. I'm ready for the day. I'm ready to work. I don't have an excuse to not do content. I don't have an excuse to not, go handle business if I need to go out in public and handle business. Just those little simple things. Doing my hair, putting a little lip gloss on, getting dressed, putting an outfit on. It doesn't have to be this super glammed up routine. It just requires intentionality. Confidence is a discipline. It's like a muscle. The more you practice it, the more you trust yourself. For me, thinking about confidence as a discipline and incorporating my beauty regimen into it, it's teaching me that I can be consistent. Like, that's something that I can measure, is looking at myself every day and seeing, like, am I getting dressed? Am I doing my hair? Am I showing up, or am I just lounging around or just throwing on a t-shirt and biker shorts because it's quick and convenient? Because as busy moms, we need convenience. We need something quick, but we still need to look like something. It's not about trends for us, for my girls. It's not about trends. It's about momentum. When you start with your appearance, I feel like it's a domino effect. Like, everything falls in line as a result. When you look better or when you look good, you take the time to show up physically, it affects your money. Especially being in the beauty industry, when as an entrepreneur in the beauty industry, when you look better, you're more likely to make more money. Think about it. When you go to a hairstylist, well, that's not a good example because a lot of hairstylists' hair don't be done. But when hairstylists get dressed, they get dressed. When hairstylists pull it together, they pull it together. And then you got some that are like super duper fly all the time. You know what I'm saying? As a hairstylist, I always wanted to be hair goals. Even if I wasn't like super duper dialed up, I always wanted to be hair goals. And I feel like whatever industry you're in, you should want to be the standard. Like, you should want to be the goal for your customer, for your client, for your audience. They should be able to look to you as an example of whatever you're sharing, teaching, encouraging, inspiring. Come on now. Confidence definitely affects your boundaries. Where how you see yourself determines how other people will see you. And that's really what boundaries and standards are all about. They're more about how you see yourself than how you see other people. You literally teach other people how to interact with you and how to treat you based off of your boundaries. If you lack confidence, child, you would just take anything from anybody. You won't have any boundaries if you don't see yourself as worthy enough to be treated a certain way. Confidence is definitely necessary for motherhood. It affects us daily as moms. If we don't have the confidence to get up and give it our all, our kids suffer. The better I feel about myself, the better mom I am to my kids. The more capable I feel, the more empowered I feel. And I want my kids to be proud of me. If I'm walking around looking like a fart, That's going to be pretty hard. Who wants to be proud of a fart? This is why leaders must tend to themselves. As a mompreneur, you're a leader in your industry. And when you feel grounded, you can lead grounded. When you are a living example and a living testimony of whatever you're sharing or teaching, it makes it easier for people to trust you, to want to get to know you, and to like you, and ultimately to buy from you. Let me know in the comments, what's one self-care rhythm that helps you stay productive? It can be something grand or something small. For me, maintaining my hair, so whether that's wrapping it at night or rolling it up at night, maintaining my hair, putting some lip gloss on, and my eyebrows. I feel like eyebrows just tie your whole face together. So when my eyebrows are together, my hair is done, I got a little lip gloss on, I feel ready for the world, baby. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. Don't forget to give me a like. Leave me a comment if anything resonated with you from this video. And definitely subscribe if you are new here. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye.